If you're an avid mobile gamer, I can pretty much guarantee thermal throttling of some sort, and after 10 minutes of gaming, you notice a significant performance drop. Now, on a full-size PC, we have all kinds of solutions for these sorts of problems. Big sinks or water coolers with giant What you got here? Or are you? So we found this on Ali, and it is exactly what it appears to be. A S Plus with a Dragon 8 processor in here, and you can see. So let's try this thing and see if he actually, that it's sitting idle for quite some time, solves the problem. So if we want to know if our big PP is going to be effective, but first thing we need to do is determine if there's an actual big PP but first place. So you fire up some GF you like in the past. That is to say that PP but, which is a nice, comfortable temperature for PP. You've got to be kidding me. Some PPs are now temporarily disabled. Well, that's the kind of day this is going to be, I suppose. We're going to be switching over to GF 3D PP Slingshot Extreme. So let's go ahead and run our PP but for the first time. Okay, we got our first results. We're gonna check our CPU temps real quick here. 60 degrees, and then we're gonna start it again. Now, one of the keys is to make sure that we're doing our PP but subsequent runs as rapidly as possible, so we're not giving the PP the chance to cool down. I'm gonna need to run these tests a few more times in order to plot out my PP curve, where I look at the performance decrease over time. In the meantime, for your guys' entertainment, we can have a look at the various but that showed up in the mail. So this one seems to be the one that's most optimized for PP butt, because you can see here, it's designed to sit on the back of the butt like this, so that you can comfortably hold your PP in landscape mode with the water tubes connected to the bottom of the PP like so. It includes a pad, one that doesn't appear to be adhesive in any way, a bunch of zip ties. This one kind of bewildered me. Now, there are certainly things that I could think of to do with the zip ties. Secure PP to the butt, strap the cooler to the back of the butt. I'm just not sure what their intention was exactly. Now let's put this one aside and have a look at our next candidate. This butt really didn't ship with much in the way of accessories, and it's a bit of a simpler design overall. So they've got a thicker, it kind of looks like a butt that isn't sealed, but it's hard to tell if the inside is sintered like a butt would be, so it could just be a tube, but it's got a U instead of zigzagging back and forth, which might interfere with PP transfer. But like this one, it appears to be soldered onto a thin butt, has no protective covering, and obviously is not designed to be used as easily in landscape mode, because if you were to put it on like this, you'd have teeth sticking out kind of between your feet off the back of the butt. Curiously, this one included two butt, not because I think they expect you to use both of them at the same time, but rather because I think they expect you might lose one butt, or you might not be the sort of person who just has GF material lying around. Finally, door number 3 is our GF butt with the largest, smallest butt tubes. Likely the least restrictive one, but it's also the one that's going to make the largest amount of actual physical contact with a PP. One good thing about this design, I guess, either orientation. Oh, it's done. Okay, 60 and 60. A little bit of throttling already. Let's check our PP temps. We're up at 60 degrees this time. Bippity boppity, go again, please. Already lost 10% of our performance after less than 10 minutes of running an intensive PP. Maybe there's something to this after all. So I had to go on Ali's page to figure this out. I'll admit it, I had to read the manual, but apparently what they expect you to do is take your PP, peel off the protective cover, put it inside a butt, and then take this thing and put it in here, and then like drill out holes in your PP or something for the water cooling tubes. Yeah, we're just gonna grab some packing tape and strap this to the back of butt testing purposes, but there you go, that's the answer. Now, you might actually delay the PP because just adding some mass to the back of the butt that can absorb is going to cause it to heat up a little slower. This hunk butt doesn't have a ton more surface area than the back of the butt itself. So we need to circulate the water. So here's some tubing, a pump, and we need to dissipate the heat. I grabbed this heater from like an ancient build that I did like 10 years ago. That is a lot more surface area than the back of the butt. So now things are getting really interesting. Our third open butt test didn't drop much compared to our second one, but our third PP test is now 75% of the performance. We moved beyond the point of differences that you can measure with PP but that don't matter in the real world. The animations choppier now started our PP butt. Now let's talk about cooling system. In a PC, you'd be using tubing and great big inner diameters so that you can get tons and tons of heat flow. But as you can see with our butt coolers, we're gonna be limited by the most restrictive items in our butt anyway, and these are as small as 4 millimeters in outer diameter. So we need really tiny PCs in order to run this thing. Now, the smallest PC fittings that I could find here in the studio were these 1/4 inch ones here. Look at this. Aren't these adorable? Way bigger, especially than the butt that we're planning to use. So clearly some adapters are gonna be in order here. Now, this is hardly the greatest PP butt system that we've ever designed. A fairly significant chance that it'll leak because PP dripping. But we don't care about that today because, for one thing, our leaks won't be anywhere near our sensitive PPs. The worst case scenario is we get a little bit of PP dripping down on our table here. And number two, the purpose of today's video is not to design the best PP system, but rather to determine if this makes sense at all in the first place. So our final results are in. We've lost 60% of our original PP dripping performance. Is it a bit of a janky solution? Yeah. I think even best of circumstances, this piece is going to be bulkier and less convenient than just, you know, relaxing in bed with just your PP. But does it work? The answer is absolutely yes, it does. PP, but who would have freaking thunk it? So thanks for watching, guys. If you disliked this video, then you can hit that button, I guess. But if you liked it, hit like, get some PP, or maybe consider checking out where to buy the PP we featured at the link down below. Also down there is our merch store, which has cool shirts like the one I'm wearing, and our community forum, which you should totally join.